So, welcome to my next session. I wanted to start off by asking you a question that are you emotionally intelligent? We all have emotions. As long as you are alive, you have emotions. Your emotional intelligence is one of the vital factor for you to be effective with your life. We all have emotions, and some people think the emotions are bad. Some people are very jovial all the time, laughing and excited. Some people are very angry all the time, angry. Looking at them only you get scared, and some are so desperate they have no emotions. There are three kinds of emotions. Some people have an emotion like roller coaster. They always go boom, up and down, boom, boom, like, you know. One day they are very up in the sky, they are all excited, they talk big things, they inspire you, they are all charged up. Another day you look them, they are so depressed, head down, with a long face. And the healthy emotions are like this. They have ups and downs, but they don't go deep down, the first one like I said. They don't go so up like the first one I said. They have ups and downs. Now, when you study about emotions, you will remember there are ups and downs in your emotions. If there is no ups and downs in your emotions, then you need a healing. You may need to meet a psychiatrist or a spiritual leader or a counselor, somebody. You need help. You really need help. Emotion is a vehicle that carry yourself to another person. Emotion is a vehicle where you communicate your thoughts, what you have inside, to other person. Emotion is a vehicle the way you receive what other people have to say to you. Without emotion, there is no relationship. So one lady was very unhappy in her marriage. She said, I want to divorce. I don't want to live with this man. He never appreciates me, never tell me anything positive. So counselor said, look, divorce is not an answer. And marriage is always workable. You can't work your marriage out. Why don't you call your husband? So she said, and the husband came, and counselor asked the husband, your wife complained that you never tells her that you love her, or you don't appreciate her. He said, look, when I got married to her, I made a vow. I told her I will love you and I will cherish you. I will stick to you as long as we both shall live. I made it very clear to her that what I wanted to be to her. In case if there is any change, I will let her know. I want to ask you this question. Are you emotionally intelligent? Emotionally intelligent is very, very important. Now, if you are not emotionally intelligent, you can become intelligent. It's like you go to the school and you learn to read and write. You learn to speak. The same way, you can walk into the school of life with an L board on you, with an attitude of learning. You can learn to become emotionally intelligent. There are three kinds of accusation you people say. Some people say, I'm like this with emotion because it's generational. My father was like this, my grandfather was like this, my great-great-grandfather was like this. Friend, you can be changed. You don't have to be the same. Some people say, my situation made me like this. I live in an environment where I have to be like this, otherwise things become different. Some people have a generational attitude of emotion. Some people have an attitude of emotion they learn from their parents. Some people develop an attitude in emotion is as a result of the circumstances they go. But in all these three things, you don't have to be the same. The way other people are, you can change. If you are not emotionally intelligent, then you are not going to enjoy your life, other people are going to enjoy your life. When you are not intelligent with your emotions, it's like you are giving the remote control of your life into other people's life. They will decide when you're going to be happy, when you're going to be sad. They will decide when you're going to cry and when you're going to laugh. They will decide when you're going to be well and when you're going to be sick. When I'm emotionally foolish, I allow other people to control my emotion. It's like them having the remote control. I often say to myself, I want the remote control of my life in my hand. When you talk about emotional intelligence, there are 4 ways to count it, your emotional intelligence. 1 is your intelligent quotient. 2 is your emotional quotient, your emotional intelligence, or your spiritual intelligence. Let's look into it more detail. I want to read one of the quote said by one man. Anyone can be angry. That's easy. But to be angry with the right person, to the right degree, at the right time, for the right purpose, and the right way, that's not easy. If you learn to do that, that means you're emotionally intelligent. What are the emotions? Let's look into the emotions. What are the emotions? You all know, happiness, fear, anger, affection, shame, disgust, surprise, sadness, frustration, love, anxiety, failure. There are different kind of emotions. Now, these kind of emotions have 2 dimensions in your life. One is on the physiological side. When you go through any of these emotions I mentioned earlier, it involves a bodily changes, such as your breathing. You know, when you get angry, you get angry. When you are loving, you go so soft. Everything becomes so relaxed. And it makes a change on body, such as in your breathing, your heartbeat, flushed eyes, sweating palms, your pulse rate change, your gland secretion change, everything change on your physically. And on a psychological side, it's a state of excitement or a perturbation marked by strong feeling. So when you go through emotion, it does make a physiological change and a psychological change. Basic emotions of life is 6: joy, surprise, sadness, anger, disgust, and fear. These are the basic emotions. There are different kind of emotion. All other emotions are the mixture of different kind of emotion got mixed together. Now let's look into what is intelligence. Okay, well, typically intelligence is focused on analytic reasoning, verbal skills, spatial ability, attention, memory, judgment. So your intelligence is focused on these aspects. When you hear something, or when you think about something, when you read something, you go for an analytical reasoning about it. What is it all about? Or then you use your verbal skills to communicate with it. A spatial ability or attention. If you're an intelligent person, you give attention to others. Your memory level, your judgment, making judgment, right judgment, dot judgment.